Let's talk about the NFL with these two weirdos. It's Justin Payne and Jelani Goodrich-Reed. We're going to start off with this coming week's games. I want to know what your favorite game is, Justin, to look forward to.
The game I have my eyes on is actually the Miami Dolphins taking on the Chicago Bears. Okay. Both teams are really, really active during the NFL trade deadline. Of course, the Dolphins grabbed Bradley Chubb from Miami.
Very good move.
Amazing move. And they got Jeff Wilson from the San Francisco 49ers, where head coach Mike McDaniel helped with that running scheme. And I think it is. I want to interested to see how this flows. Can this team now just take that next step to becoming one of the elite group, entering the elite groups of the AFC? Because they have the best wide receiving duo.
Oh, no doubt.
They have an elite running game.
Yep.
They have an elite defense, in my personal opinion. But can Tua?
It's all up to Tua now. It's all up to Tua.
And so far, Tua's played very well. And I know, Sarah, you're a big Tua fan.
Are you like the guy behind the Tua account? Is that what you're
no, that's not me. I thought that was you, actually. But I'm really excited to see that. Plus, the Bears, they got Chase Claypool. I want to see now. Justin Fields was struggling a lot at the beginning of the year. He's playing a lot better now. I want to see how Chase Claypool, it might not be this week, but what that big body receiver does, especially in the red zone, right? You can just throw him on the island out there on the outside and throw him that one-on-one ball, and he can go up there and get it. So I'm very intrigued to see how these moves that both these teams made shape out on Sunday against between the Bears and Dolphins.
Yeah, I got the Dolphins in that one. It should be fun. But yeah, I think the Dolphins, they are one of the best teams in the league. I think this second half of the year, huge for them.
I just realized that I accidentally called Tua.
Oh my gosh.
And that kind of like Dolphins fish too.
Kind of works.
Yeah. How about you, Jelani? What's your pick for this weekend?
I'm looking at the 4:00 window. We have the Rams and the Buccaneers. These are two teams, obviously, when you were talking about the offseason predictions, everyone thought that it would be the Packers, the Bucs, the Rams, those guys would be atop the NFC. That hasn't happened. And it's been very surprising to see. So the Buccaneers come into this one at 3-5, man. They have not played well at all this year. What does Tom Brady do in this spot? We know what he's been dealing with this season, right? But I think the Bucs, they need a win, right? They desperately need a win. I think this is a must-win game.
It is.
Because looking at their schedule moving forward, it's not any easier. And you're playing a Rams team on the other side that has not been playing well at all either, right? So the Rams, yes, Cooper Kupp, I love him, right? But they are so one-dimensional, in my opinion. When do they start incorporating other guys? We're trying to see what Allen Robinson can do. It's been a disappointment so far. Cam Akers, that whole situation has been messy. He's staying with the team. I don't know, but they don't have a running game.
Does the Super Bowl hangover apply to the team that wins the Super Bowl?
It's usually the team that loses.
The Bengals had the Super Bowl hangover, but they're playing
like they both kind of do.
Yeah, this is a year where both teams, it usually happens to the team that loses. But this time around, I mean, it's tough to repeat. And when you're looking at the Rams, they lost so many guys: Von Miller, Whitworth, OBJ, Darius Williams, Corbett. Like, you go down the list.
Injuries too.
Injuries as well.
Jefferson hasn't been healthy.
So it hasn't been the same. It's not the same team from last year. No.
Well, speaking of parlays.
Okay.
I want to talk about former Falcons wide receiver Calvin Parlay Ridley, going to the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Right,
I did make that up. I like to, play with the names, have some wordplay in there. He got traded in exchange for a 2023 5th-round pick and a conditional 2024 4th-round pick. And he's headed to the team that he infamously bet on and then got in trouble for. First of all, how hilarious is this and why is it very
funny? It's very funny.
It's kind of like a full circle moment, right? Like he was betting on the Jags, and now he's actually on.
They like the parlay. They like that parlay. They bought him through.
I will say this though on a serious note.
Yeah.
If Calvin Ridley comes back to the NFL next year, it is Calvin Ridley once again.
That really helps the Jags, man.
The Jags got to steal because Calvin Ridley is that dude.
He's good. He's a good wide receiver one.
Really good wide receiver number one. And I think that if he's on the straight and narrow and he's good to play and good to go, the Jags got to steal.
Because you put him with Kirk, you put him with Etienne, all these guys, they brought in Evan Ingram. So Trevor Lawrence, giving him these opportunities to find guys, these weapons, that really helps him out moving forward. So Calvin Ridley coming in the door, that really helps the Jaguars next season.
Do you think there was some, stigma, like not that he was blacklisted, but that sort of energy placed on him after that incident occurred?
I think, they drafted Drake London, they have Kyle Pitts. You're kind of stretching, it's kind of thin there after that, right?
Yeah.
So I think that part of the reason why they got rid of him, right?
Yeah, that's true.
I saw Cordell Patterson wearing a free Calvin Ridley shirt, and then
Yeah.
the next day he got traded. So I think it was good for both sides to break apart, and then hopefully both sides move on. I think if Calvin really could stay in in Jacksonville,
I think he will. I think he'll be a good.
I think he will. This will be something that will be very.
So, who do you guys think that he's betting on to win the Super Bowl?
Oh boy.
Definitely not the Jags.
Yeah, not the Jags. They don't look that good. I don't know. Atlanta looking.
Who are you guys betting on to win the Super Bowl right now? You don't know anything of the future as of yet. Like, if you had to pick one team,
It's hard to go against the Eagles.
You're going with the Eagles.
I'm going with Patrick Mahomes.
I want to see a Chiefs.
What about
Eagles
Bills?
Super Bowl.
Are we?
The Bills. The thing with the Bills, they obviously are the best team in football.
Yeah.
But let's say the bracket works a way where we have them play the Chiefs. But let's say that it ends up being an Arrowhead. It's possible that the Chiefs.
Yeah,
I don't see it happening.
Right now, it's going to be Orchard Park.
I know, but I'm saying it's possible. You never know. You never know. I haven't seen them beat the Chiefs yet, right? But let's say it is in Buffalo. I do give the edge to the Bills. But again, until proven that they can beat the Chiefs, I got to see it, right? It hasn't happened. That's why if you ask me today, neutral playing field, I would still give the edge to KC. So that's why I'm putting my money on KC.
Oh, KC baby.
I want to see an Eagles Chiefs Super Bowl. I think that'd be awesome.
I think that'd be great too.
Andy
I don't want to see the Eagles. You know me. I don't want to see the Eagles in there.
Guys,
So
Commanders.
Commanders.
Okay,
kidding.
let's calm down. Let's slow down.
No.
That's where we wrap up.
Yes, that is definitely where we wrap up. No doubt.
Well, thanks for joining in for NFL Talks. See you next time.